LSU fan rant morning after. Got the big Florida win. Dan Mullen, welcome to the hot seat discussion, my friend. You are very welcome here, sir. 3 in a row against those Gators. Man, but why y'all being so negative? Everybody, the coach will still need to be fired. One game don't matter, but what if he win the rest? What if he beat Ole Miss, turn around, beat Bama, beat Arkansas, go in the ULM game, beat them, and then beat A&M at home? What if he do that? That's a 9-win season. And they would win the West. All they would need is Auburn to lose another one. Auburn got to lose to somebody. Auburn dropped one. And LSU was the win out, they win the West. And y'all still want them fired? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if this man go 9-3, lose the SEC championship to Georgia, and then win the bowl game? 10-win season. What if they upset Georgia in the SEC championship and then win the bowl game? It's an 11-win season. Hey, me personally, I think if he go 8-4, he need to stay. The 7-5 was the mark that everybody said is no question. That man go 8-4, and you fire him, man. And the next coach you bring in isn't a championship coach. He's not a championship winner. And you lose some of these recruits and some of these players hit the portal, and he really has to rebuild the team. Could be a bad move, man. The next coach is not going to love LSU the way Ed Orgeron does. That I can promise you. Y'all want a guy that, I don't know who y'all want out there. I don't believe Fickle can win at LSU. I surely don't believe Lane Kiffin will win at LSU. Mario Cristobal is barely surviving out Oregon. Chris Peterson is not coming out of retirement. Bill O'Brien has no business at LSU. I don't understand. Like, why do y'all... y'all just throwing names out there. Dave Aranda got a good win yesterday. I just don't believe he would win at LSU. But I do know this. Regardless of who you pick, the love for LSU will not be the same as what Ed Orgeron has. I'm telling you, the passion for success will not be the same. Another head coach, if he's in this position, I don't see him fighting this hard. I think he's just going to let the rest of the season play out, get his buyout check, and hit the road. So, as bad as it's been, it could be a lot worse if you make the wrong hire. It could be a lot worse. But, why y'all can't just enjoy the moment? That's my thing, though. Nobody gave LSU a chance again in this Florida game. I kept saying Florida's not invincible. They lost to Kentucky, too. I kept saying all week long Dan Mullen's seat was going to be in fish grease. And as bad as LSU fans have been talking about Ed Orgeron, minus me, because I love the guy. But as bad as LSU fans have been talking about Ed Orgeron, Florida fans are talking worse about Dan Mullen now. And I'm all right with that. But for folks that still want to talk about this man, I'm hearing people talk about this man as a 500 coach. He went 500 1 year. I don't understand. What were you talking about, my man? As an interim head coach, this man went 6-2. The first season as the full-time head coach, he went 9-4. Then he went 10-3, won the Fiesta Bowl, and then he went 15-0. Then he went 500. And to get to 500, he had to pull off some real big wins. Like, so I'm like, all this players always, man, this is the first time that they've had this many injuries. I mean, injuries are part of the game. Alabama's running back is out for the season too. McClellan, he's out for the season. Florida has some players that are out for the season. You know, injuries happen, man. You know, Oregon's best player wasn't playing. They happen. But to win the game with everything that he's facing, man, y'all ain't gonna give this man no credit. Come on, man. Like, y'all around here just making up stuff. It's like, come on, man. Like, y'all can't be so angry. Like, I mean, were y'all rooting for LSU to lose? I'm confused. Y'all wanted Ed Orgeron to get fired so bad, y'all wanted LSU to lose? Is that why y'all calling in talking about, oh, he still need to be fired? Man, if that man roll out, if he win these next 2 games, y'all fire him, if he was to go out there and beat Alabama and get fired for it, oh my God, the karma gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. I know this much. While y'all talking about he ain't nothing but a 500 coach, your next coach, if Coach Orgeron is removed and the next coach doesn't go at least 9-4, 10-3, he can't top 15-0. The best he could do is match 15-0 in his 3rd season. And what are we talking about? The next head coach is gonna have gonna have some big shoes to fill in his first 3 seasons. To compare to Ed Orgeron's first 3 seasons. Ed Orgeron earned this job. A lot of y'all, if you weren't on social media, if you didn't follow R and Key on social media, you ain't see that video that R and Key posted on his Instagram after the A&M game in 2016. When the whole team was screaming, keep Coach O, keep Coach O. That's why he got hired. I'm pretty sure Aliva saw that video and he went with what the players wanted. We weren't going to get Tom Herman, and he went with what the players asked for. The players asked for Coach O. We were all screaming for Tom Herman, who did nothing at Texas. It's no longer the head coach at Texas. He lost to Ed Orgeron at Texas, at home. You know, that's what we wanted. Don't see Tom Herman winning any national championships at LSU. You can't win at Texas. I don't see you winning at LSU. You can't recruit the best players in Texas. You know? Can you come to Louisiana and recruit the best players? Can you beat Nick out like Ed Orgeron did this year for the top 5 players in Louisiana? Is your next coach going to be able to do that? I don't think so. You know, next coach is not going to be as familiar with Louisiana as Ed Orgeron is. Is the next coach going to be that hungry of a recruiter like Ed Orgeron is? Yeah, I better be careful what y'all wishing for, man. I love Coach O, and I'm praying for Coach O to go on this run. The running game is here to stay now. It's not a fluke. It's here. You know, Alabama's defense is not great. It's not great. Florida was able to run down their throat. A&M was able to run down their throat and pass it on them. They're not invincible. But Ole Miss is next week. Ole Miss just had a hard-fought win themselves. Matt Corral ran a lot. His body got taxed. He had to do a lot of running to win that game for them. Tennessee was on them boys. And towards the end of the game, he had a nasty fall. So I know Matt Corral's body is taxed. You know, so they need to come out, stop the run. You know, eat Matt Corral's lunch and run the ball. Control the clock. Keep Lane Kiffin off the field. Keep his offense off the field. They can win the game. They can go to Oxford and win the game. Ole Miss defense is going to be tired. Tennessee was wearing them boys out. They were running the ball a lot. We're going to run it down their throat. You know, if LSU can force 2 turnovers against Ole Miss, they'll win the game. Signing out. It's a new week. It's beat Ole Miss week, baby. Let's go.